What is tradition?
26 sectional championships.
6 regional championships. 4 semi-state championships.
2 state championships.
Is it pride?
Passion and spirit.
Could it be grit?
Determination and toughness.
No, it's not any of these things.
Only one thing can define tradition.
Warrior basketball.
Free throw on the way. It is good.
Right back to Collier. Inside to Lucas Yoder. Bounce pass to Collier in the paint. His shot from about 8 feet out is good.
Sort of a tough shot. He was floating to his right.
Maria McCoy wide open underneath, lays it in.
It's game time! Westview Warrior Basketball is streaming live on the World Wide Web at laguana.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following gold sponsors. Weaver Furniture Sales, located just south of the intersection of State Road 5 and US 20 in Shipshewana. By Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka. Also by Shipshe Service, located south of US 20 on State Road 5 in Shipshewana. By Tiffany's Restaurant, located on East Lake Street in Topeka. By Laguana Printing and the Hometown Treasure. By the Brethren Retreat at Shipshewana Lake. By Mike's Automotive Service on Lehman Avenue in Topeka. And by the Davis Mercantile, located on Main Street in Shipshewana. This evening's game is also brought to you by the following business sponsors. The Fast Lane Subway in Topeka. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Also by Frontline Auto Tech on Taylor Drive in Shipshewana. By Remax Realtors Steve Miller and Corey Brown. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. By Intera Credit Union with locations in Shipshewana and Topeka. Also by Riegsecker Marketplace in Shipshewana. By Dale's Handyman Service. And by Warehouse Designs, located between Shipshewana and LaGrange on US 20. Tonight's tourney sponsors are Height Auto Body in LaGrange, Quality Floor, located 3.5 miles north of Topeka on County Road 600 West, and Troyer's Saddlery on Taylor Drive in Shipshewana. Our halftime trivia contest and pizza giveaway is made possible by Emma Cafe. And our individual sponsors are Lynn and Lisa Stutzman, Galen and Karen Miller, John and Leslie Cook, Tim and Donna Height, Jim and Liz Stump, Keith and Gail Roth, Joe Billman, Bev Miller, Sam and Dorothy Miller, Corey and Melinda Brown, Bud and Margaret Fink, and Ron and Jane Yoder. And now, out to the game with Jerry Hostetler and Dan Byler.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Westview Warrior Basketball in the last regular season game of the 2015-16 season. This is Jerry Hosteller along with Dan Byler. Tonight it's the Concord Minutemen visiting the Warrior Dome to take on the Westview Warriors. Westview with an 11-10 record coming off the tough loss on Tuesday night over at Fremont. Concord at just 5-16 this year, struggling through this season with that record under head coach Steve Austin in his 8th year at the helm of the Concord Minutemen. So it's the 5-16 Concord Minutemen and the 11-10 Westview Warriors going at it tonight. And I'll be back to talk to head coach Rob Yoder right after this timeout.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
Basketball coach Rob Yoder of the Westview Warriors. And Rob, before we talk about the Concord game coming up tonight, our last regular season game, let's take a look back at the Fremont game, kind of a nip and tuck battle. We got a lead, and then unfortunately Fremont came back and pulled it out by a couple of points.
A game that Fremont took an early lead, and then, like you said, we came back and got it really close at the end of the first half and really had momentum and built a 9-point lead in the third. But Fremont deserves credit. They're a good team for a reason, and they made more plays from that point on than we did. And we just didn't finish plays quite good enough and made some mistakes, and they made the plays. And it's a game that, like you said, went back and forth or sure was close at the end. Wish we could have won it. But it was good preparation, I think, for us going forward, playing against a good team just like we will tonight, maybe a different type of team. They have a lot of size. Concord's going to be extremely quick, and those are all good things to play against as you head into the sectional.
If you look at Concord's roster, of course, they have no seniors on their team this year, a lot of underclassmen out there. Their record isn't that impressive. Of course, they play a pretty tough schedule.
Yeah, they're going to be a junior-dominated team, a little bit like Fremont, where a lot of their players that really a ton of post-up play and that type of stuff, but you will see a lot of guards that really are good at penetrating the ball.
What do you look for from them defensively as far as do they play a lot of man or are they zone-type defense?
They play a lot of different defenses, so I would expect we'll see a 3-2 and a 2-3 and/or one of those we'll see, and probably both. I would think we'll see man at some point. I would think we'll see some pressure at some point, and they put pressure on a couple of different ways. So our kids are prepared for that. They kind of know what to expect going in, and we'll see how well we handle it, how well we can make plays from the scoring opportunities that are available depending on what defense they're in, and then we'll see how well we can guard them at the other end.
Okay, let's take a look a little bit at the sectional draw for next week. We've got a favorable draw, I'd say. We've got the bye. We don't play till next Friday. What do you think of the draw?
Well, I just think there's a lot of very good teams in it, and it's going to be a really competitive sectional. Would say anybody has a chance to win it, which should make it exciting for the fans. It's nice that we got a bye, but historically, the toughest draws seem to be the sectionals we play the very best at. And so no matter who wins, we are going to have to play a good team. Whitko might have the best individual offensive player in the sectional, and Bremen is just a tough team that can make a play from a lot of spots. They play an extremely hard schedule, so their record may be a little bit deceiving to people, but I think one of those we're going to play. Obviously, we play the winner, and I think either one is going to be present real challenges for us.
Looking back historically, is this maybe the best sectional as far as team strength is concerned throughout? You've got Prairie Heights, you've got Fremont, you've got Whitko, those three right there, and us, of course.
Yeah, there are some teams that probably have a legitimate chance, feel like they do, and they do have a legitimate chance to win. I think that it's if you just look at the scores of the teams that are involved that do play each other during the regular season, there's some close scores there, and so it's it's going to be a very competitive sectional. I don't know if I'd say it's the best. I think we played in one or maybe a couple back in the 2000s, 6, 8, 10, around there, where I think our sectional, one of them at least had 4 teams ranked in the top 10 in 2A. So there's been some other very, very good sectionals. Of course, that was when some of the teams that have now went to 3A, like Fairfield, Jimtown, and John Glenn, were in our sectional. And so there were some good sectionals back there, and some that we were fortunate to win. And so this is certainly a well-rounded sectional with a lot of teams, and we didn't mention Prairie Heights, but I think they're they're right there too. They have 2 very good offensive players and a well-balanced team around them. So I think a lot of teams could make a run at it.
Well, I think the team I missed actually was Central Noble. I mentioned Prairie Heights, but anyway, as far as drawing the bye, you've got a week layoff now. How do you prepare the team for the longer layoff and not coming right in there on Tuesday?
Well, I think that we'll probably look at the 2 teams, Bremen and Whitko, and obviously they are not the same team, but maybe set our drills up in practice to really focus on some of their strengths and things that we're going to want to take away. Not necessarily focusing on any one team, but certainly there's no sense practicing against a ton of zone if both teams are going to run man. And so we'll probably try to set our practices up, or we're trying to work on the things that those 2 teams, the challenges they'll present, maybe on the offensive end, maybe the sets that we feel like would be most beneficial. And then certainly after Tuesday, then we could really zero in on the single opponent we'll play. But we have a Saturday and Monday and a Tuesday practice before we know that, and so we certainly want to get steered or going in the right direction.
Okay, taking a look at the team coming out of that Fremont game, everybody's still healthy, no injuries during that game?
Yeah, we are. We're really healthy. It's been a good year for us in that respect. We've had just a few nicks, but we've been overall very healthy, and that's nice to see.
Of course, tonight's senior night, so do you think you'll start your seniors tonight, Rob?
Oh, I think they've started every game, so except maybe Norman was hurt one. He didn't start, so I think we'll go ahead and start them this one as well.
Okay, thanks, Rob. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
As Rob Yoder, head basketball coach of Westview. Dan will be back to take a look at the tonight's JV game right after this.
At Mike's Automotive Service on Lehman Avenue in Topeka, you'll find a talented staff of mechanics to help you with all of your automotive repair needs. Brett, Adam, and Ryan are all ready to tackle your repairs on all makes and models of cars and light-duty trucks. Everything from a simple oil change and service to brakes and suspension and much more. Mike's also offers 24-hour towing service. Call or stop by Mike's Automotive in Topeka, 260-593-0434. For after-hour emergencies, call 260-350-2224.
And we're back here at Westview High School. Both teams in the locker rooms getting final instructions. Earlier this evening, the Westview JV team picked up their 16th win of the season as they defeated Concord. Final score 40-24. Westview outscored Concord in every period, with the biggest deficit, or the biggest lead building quarter being the second, where they outscored them 11-3. Halftime score was Westview had them doubled up 24-12, 33-20 going into the final period, and then Westview outscored them 7-4 for that final 40-24 win. Leading scorer tonight for Westview was Jeremiah Hostetler. He scored most of his points in the even numbered quarters. He had 7 in the second and 6 in the fourth, and added a bucket in the third for 15 points. 11 points for Sam Sharp. He had all but 3 of those in the first period. He came out on fire. He had 8 points at the end of one period. Kenton Weaver finished the night with 7. He had 5 of those in the first quarter. In fact, Kenton and Sam Sharp had all the points in the first quarter. Other scoring for Westview tonight were Travis Miller had 4 and Matthew Jones had 3. Westview was 6 of 9 from the free throw line. The visiting Minutemen 5 of 10. That ends up the season for the JV squad. Like I said, they finished it with a 16-6 record, a very good season for them. 7-4 in the conference. Jeremiah Hostettler, the leading scorer this year on the JV squad. He finished the season with 201 points. And not far behind him, Sam Sharp had 183. Kenton Weaver with 164, the top 3 scorers. And of course, those 3 guys are on the varsity they're out there right now, and they'll be on the roster for the sectional. So congratulations, guys. Yeah,
definitely an excellent season for the JV, and that bodes well for the future also for the Westview varsity, as those guys will be making their way up to that level, or a lot of them will be next year. So it seems kind of weird. Their season is over. I mean, this is it.
Yeah.
No postseason play.
Yeah, for some of those guys anyway. Of course, the 3 we mentioned getting to play in the varsity game tonight, or at least riding the bench, I guess, and then they'll be on the roster for the sectional and however far we make it into the state tournament.
A little bit different tonight, Dan. Usually Concord is a very, what's the word I want to use?
Powerful?
Yeah, powerful,
good.
but that's not the word that I was looking for.
Talented?
Yeah, but that too is good. Those are all good adjectives used for Concord, but this year they have struggled, only winning 5 games. Of course, they've got a pretty tough schedule, but and they're still athletic. They're just not as dominating as they have been in previous years. And it's like Rob was talking off mic when I had the microphone off that they don't have any Division I. They're not producing any Division I players.
There's no Sean
this year.
Kemp out there.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, the one thing I noticed in the junior varsity game, those guys are pretty athletic as well, but they somehow they just couldn't get their shots to fall.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like they just weren't finishing somehow.
Well, maybe that's what this varsity team has problems with too. We don't know. But we'll be back. Well, actually, we'll keep it here. Do we have a special singer tonight for our national anthem from Westview? We'll pause now for our national anthem. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Westview Choir, I guess, or was it the show choir or the Dynamic Sensations?
Usually it's the Dynamic Sensations. I don't know. I don't have any kids in there anymore.
Well, it looks like maybe a smaller group, so I'm pretty certain it was. Katie Miller, the director. Excellent job by that crew of talented students. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups now. First of all, for Steve Austin's Concord Minutemen, as I mentioned, a 5-16 record. They're coming off a loss at Mishawaka, 50-48 earlier this week. They have no seniors on their roster. At one guard will be Brandon Emmerich, number 10, a 5'9 junior. At a forward, Cedric Mitchell, a 6'2 junior. Denzel Halliburton, 6'2 junior, will be at the other guard position. Michael Johnson, number 54, 6'3 freshman. And also Matt Osher, who is just been added to the roster, number 52, a forward. And now for our Westview Warriors. Same lineup as normal. Norman Miller, a 5'8 junior at one guard. Elijah Hales is the first one introduced. Cody Collier, freshman, 6'3", averaging 10.6 points per game. They're going to announce the underclassmen first. Nick Rensberger is the center, 6'4", a freshman, averaging 5.2 points per game coming into tonight. And their final game at Westview for the regular season, Norman Miller, a junior class-wise, but this will be his last year of eligibility. Norm, a 5'8 junior. And Andrew Yoder, of course, the team's leading scorer, 6'3 senior forward. And Andrew comes in averaging 18.6 points per game. So it's Hales, Miller, Collier, Yoder, and Rensberger, all for the Warriors. Emmerich, Mitchell, Halliburton, Johnson, and Osher for the Concord Minutemen. Good to have you aboard tonight. We're glad you could join us all season. We'll bring you the sectional live and in color on laguanamedia.com. So, yes, all the sectional games will be on video, so you'll be able to watch those games if you can't make it out for the sectional, which will be right here at Westview. Westview will play the first game next Friday, a week from tonight, against either Bremen or Whitco. Tip is controlled by Concord.
Boy can jump.
Yes, he can. Thought he was going to hit the bottom of the scoreboard. Emmerich goes left side. Mitchell with the basketball. 52, that's Osher. Now back out front to Emmerich. Mitchell. Now to Osher. Bounce pass right side, goes to Halliburton. He'll hand it off to Mitchell. Mitchell loses it, chases it down. Gets it right side. The shot by Johnson is good from the corner, but it's a two-point shot. So Concord gets the scoreboard first here tonight. Hales with the ball. Looking, he'll get Rensberger on the right side, right back to Hales. It's Rensberger. Collier hits Hales coming across, and Elijah banks it home. All tied up at 2. 1 minute into the first quarter. Concord with the basketball. That's Mitchell. He'll get it right side to Halliburton. His shot from the corner, no good. Battle for the rebound, pulled out of there by Hales. That's Andrew Yoder. Drives it into the lane, puts it up and scores. 4-2 Westview. 6:35 to go in the first quarter. With the ball now is Halliburton. He goes to Mitchell. Now to Osher. They'll swing it around left side to Emmerich. It's Norm Yoder on him. Emmerich goes right side to Halliburton. We have a whistle, and it's going to be a reach-in foul on Westview.
It's going to be on Cody Collier. Be the first foul called either way.
If you hear whistling, that's coming from the Concord bench or Dan. If it's really loud, it'd be Dan. Well, actually, I don't know whether it's Austin or one of his assistants has a pretty loud whistle too, Dan.
Yeah, I heard that.
Give you a run for your money. Halliburton goes left side to Mitchell, or rather Osher. He drives it in, puts it up, and scores.
Okay, so who is this Osher kid that wasn't even on the roster?
You know, I'm not sure what class he's in.
They already had several freshmen and sophomores listed on their roster, so.
Yeah. Last minute, well, I guess he's not. Yeah, I'm sure he's been practicing quite a bit this semester. Two-shot foul coming for Rensberger there as he was fouled underneath. We're all tied up at 4, 5:47 to go in the first quarter.
Foul's going to be called on Osher.
Nick will have 2 shots coming his way. And he misses off the back of the iron on the first shot.
So Osher, a sophomore.
Rensberger hits his second. That gives Westview a 1-point lead, 5-4. 5:45 now to go in the quarter. Brandon Emmerich brings it across the timeline. He'll go right side with it to Halliburton. He'll swing it around to Osher. Now back to Emmerich. Now the little jump shot from the corner is Johnson. He chases it down, bangs it off the body of Hales. Doesn't go out of bounds, and it's retrieved by Denzel Halliburton. Now it goes out of bounds and off the feet of Halliburton. It'll be Westview ball.
That's quite a fight for the rebound there.
It was. I don't know how the ball didn't go out of bounds after the Concord player there banged it off the body
of Hales.
Yeah, but he managed to keep it in bounds and keep it alive. Hales goes left side, looks inside to Rensberger. He'll make the move, put it up, have it blocked away by Michael Johnson. Now the ball is Mitchell. Mitchell drives it, pulls out, goes left side in the corner. Halliburton drives it into the lane, then gives off right side to Johnson. His shot's an air ball, but picked off by Mitchell. He'll put it up and be fouled by Elijah Hales.
And that'll be Elijah's first two on Westview now.
Brother combination of Kent and Keith Delling. Second shot by Mitchell's good, and that gives Concord 6-5 lead. Shouldn't it be 7-5?
No, it's 6-5.
Okay. Josh Osteller saves it from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Cedric Mitchell. He'll drive it, put it up, misses a shot, tipped around, and tipped out into the hands of Emmerich. He'll put up a three, and he hits. Kind of forced it up from the corner, but able to get it through. 4:25 now to go in the first quarter. That's Collier driving the baseline, puts it up, misses, a little bit long. Denzel Halliburton pulls it down. Down the hands, well, Halliburton gets it back, crosses the timeline. Hands it off there to Emmerich. Left side of Halliburton. Halliburton's shot is good. It'll be a 2-point basket for Halliburton, his first of the evening. 11-5 now Concord. What a good runner by Andrew Yoder off the right side. 11-7 now, 3:45 to go in the first quarter.
All five of their starters have scored now.
Yeah, they're sharing it. Mitchell drives on Hales. He'll force it up, and no basket. He was called for traveling.
Hales did a nice job shuffling over and staying in front of him. Got the burger swap. Jansen in. Coming in for Concord is Nathan Herman, 6'3" junior, and who else? Marvel Danner, a 5'9" junior.
Remember that name from last year, I think. Yeah, he's a junior. Ball stolen away by Emmerich. He feeds. Good pass to Halliburton, and he lays it in. Concord up by 6, 13-7. Hales. Brandenburger now to Hostetler. To Andrew Yoder. Back to Hales. Nearing the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Collier, Brandenburger, Andrew Yoder for three. Off the mark. Hales with the offensive board. Double team. Tries to get it out of trouble. Deflected. Mitchell steals it. Lead pass comes to Danner. Danner stops. Gives off inside to Herman. Herman tries to put it up. Blocked away beautifully.
Who blocked that? Was that Brandenburger?
Yeah. Jansen Brandenburger, and we've seen that quite a few times this year. Jansen's tall, but he can also jump. Mitchell drives, and this time he's fouled. I think Andrew Yoder took it right out of his hands, and he was hoping he wouldn't get called for the foul.
And it is Andrew, his first three on Westview now.
2:40 to go in the first quarter. Cedric Mitchell, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and now he's 3 for 3.
Didn't swish it. He got a nice rotation on his shot, though. He's got a nice free throw.
He does. Second shot. Hits it off the front. Looked like it was going to be a miss, but
climbed in, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Climbed right over the front.
Lucas Yoder coming in for Cody Collier.
15-7. Now it's an 8-point lead for Concord. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. Hales looking over at Coach Yoder. 2-1-2 zone put on by Concord. Hostetler, Hales, right side, that's Yoder. Andrew drives it to the baseline, puts it up, scores. Good job, Andrew.
Drew contact and then took the shot.
15-9, Westview down 6. Denzel Halliburton hands it off to Emmerich. Brandon Emmerich, right side to Marvell Danner. Now to Halliburton for 3, and he hits.
7 for Halliburton.
These guys aren't overly big. Usually Concord has one loose in the middle, but stolen away again by Concord.
Have a house in the middle?
Yeah. House, and then who was the guy? Swartka or something like that?
Yeah.
Sarwatka.
Sarwatka.
Last year.
New face in the game for Concord, Grant Magnuson, 6'4" sophomore.
18-9, Concord's doubled up Westview. That's Hales between the circles. Now to Lucas Yoder. Elijah, Josh Hostetler.
Concord in a 2-3 zone.
It's almost a 2-1-2 because 50's playing like right in the middle, but then he drops back. He's kind of keyed in on Andrew Yoder, it looks like, trying to front him.
I guess it is a 2-1-2.
Now, Rob is going to call timeout and try to get him set up. They looked a little uncomfortable with that zone. 1:11 to go. We'll be back right after this.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka is a proud supporter of Westview basketball.
They certainly don't look
Tiffany's
like
on East Lake Street in Topeka features weekly specials, including all-you-can-eat fish on Wednesday evening, their delicious baby back ribs on Thursday night, and on Friday night, enjoy their mouth-watering prime rib. On Friday and Saturday evenings, stop in and enjoy Tiffany's Buffet. If you can't dine in, carry-out is always available at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 593-2988.
And we're back and ready to resume action after the timeout called by Westview. Josh Hostetler will inbound directly across from my vantage point.
So they have 5 new players, and none of the starters are left in there for Concord.
Good point, Dan, and good basket there, and good work by Lucas Yoder and Josh Hostetler. Josh gets the basket. 18-11.
That's not quite right. Halliburton's still in there.
Oh. So they have 1.
Yeah.
Danner drives, misses, Hales with a rebound, and back come the Warriors. Lob ahead to Andrew. Fight away jumper is a little long, but good rebound by Brandenburger. He'll get it to Lucas Yoder. Back to Andrew. Hales drives, forces it up, misses off the back of the iron. Once again, Brandenburger, just misses the putback. It's getting a little physical down there. Good save inbounds, but right into the hands of Marvell Danner. Danner walks it across the timeline. 10 seconds to go. Concord will be content to take the last shot of the quarter, leading by 7, 18-11. Fadeaway jumper is good by Denzel Halliburton. So we played 8 at Westview in the final regular season game. And it's Concord 20, Westview 11, back with second quarter action right after this.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs, or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com. Ready to start the second quarter. Westview inbounding. Lucas Yoder gets it into Andrew Yoder. Andrew will run the offense now as he sets up out front. He'll go left side of Hales. Elijah drives the lane, pulls it out on the wing, gives off to Andrew Yoder. That's Brandon Berger. Hales. Hales with 50. Oh, that's Osher. Now Lucas Yoder drives it toward the hole. It's double team. Gives off to Hales. Hales left side to Andrew Yoder. He'll drive the baseline. And he puts it up and misses. A little bit short. Osher with a rebound. He'll give it ahead to Cedric Mitchell. Mitchell unloads it out front into the hands of, Danner. Danner drives, puts it up, misses a floater, and gets his rebound after the deflection. Emmerich with a three, switches.
It's his second three, the third for Concord.
This has got to be one of the best games Concord's played with their record at 5. And
that's what I'm thinking.
We have a lot of common opponents. I was looking at those in the break between quarters. Maybe we could take a look at that a little bit closer at halftime. Andrew Yoder, Elijah Hales, Lucas Yoder. One of those losses came to Goshen by 18 points.
Goodness.
Elijah takes it into the lane, gives off to Andrew. Looked like he was fouled. He still was able to bank it in.
8 for Andrew now.
6:20 to go in the first half. Cedric Mitchell with the ball out front. Hales on him. Picks up his dribble, goes left side. Emmerich once again for three. Boy, is that kid hot. 5'9" junior.
Taken 3 shots, and they've all gone in from three-point range.
Lucas Yoder to Hales. Hales drives. Fakes, puts it up, scores, and he's fouled. But a big guy in there, Grant Magnuson.
So that's going to be Grant's first and only the second, I believe, on Concord. 5 new guys going in, 3 for Westview, 2 for Concord. Josh, Jansen, and Lucas out. We're back to our original starting lineup.
All our seniors are in there now. All 2. Shot by Hales, misses, but Norm Miller got the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Concord. Norm tried to put it back up, but he had it blocked right back at him. Hales will inbound underneath the Westview hoop, off to the right. Lobs it into Andrew Yoder. Fakes, puts it up, scores. Andrew now with double-digit scoring-wise, 10. Emmerich across the timeline. Cody Collier on him. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, puts it up, misses a shot. They're going to call a little ticky-tack foul in there on Rensberger.
Probably on Rensberger, I suppose. So prior to the game here, looking at some stats with Crystal Hart here, and if Andrew were to score 24 points tonight, his career total would match his father's.
Ooh, that's interesting.
In tonight's game. I mean, he's still got obviously at least one more game.
Mitchell hits his 5th free throw tonight. I think he missed one, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He's made everything.
5 for 5. And this one misses. 27-17, Concord by 10 with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Hales trying to drive on Mitchell. Now Andrew for 3, off the mark. And Mitchell flies in for the rebound. Oh, looked like he palmed it. Puts it off the glass, no good. Now we have a whistle, and we're going to get a foul. That's going to go against Mitchell.
I was afraid they're going to get Hales for coming back in from out of bounds.
Well, I think that's what Mitchell thought. He was clapping his hands, but it was some contact there, so they call a foul on Cedric Mitchell. His first?
His first, yes. Third on Concord.
Hales to Andrew Yoder. Now Hales. Back to Andrew. Back to Hales. We're less than 5 minutes away to give away a pizza. Andrew Yoder hits again. 12 now for Andrew, all coming from 2-point range. Emmerich trots it across the 10-second stripe. Calling for help. Gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell goes left side to Osher. Back to Mitchell. Now out front to Osher. They'll swing it around to Emmerich again. This time his three-pointer's not going to be good. Rensberger to Hales. Hales drives, puts it up, misses off the glass, tipped out by Cody Collier, but right into the hands of Cedric Mitchell. Mitchell to Brandon Emmerich out front. He backs away into the center circle. Gives off to Osher.
Goodness, he traveled,
It
didn't he?
did look like, yeah, looked like the NBA. Mitchell, now I give it to Emmerich. Emmerich, Norm Miller on him. Bounce passes it to Lucchese. Thought it was Luke Casey, but I guess it's pronounced Luke Case.
Yeah.
And the ball goes out of bounds.
Actually, it was just over and back. I mean, threw it into the backcourt.
If Emmerich would have picked it up before it went out of bounds, it would have been that call. He just kind of let it go.
Oh, did it actually bounce out of bounds? Okay.
Yeah, it hit the line. Norm Miller gets it into Hales. Elijah drives, gives off to Andrew. And we have a whistle and a push on Cedric Mitchell.
That'll be his second 4 on Concord. Nathan Herman coming back in for Concord for Mitchell. I think they probably give up a little quickness there.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Andrew Yoder, right side, drives it toward the hole. Fadeaway jumper's good. I think
he's waving it off.
Okay.
That's probably the right call. Oh, they're discussing it. Official Love is saying that should be a good shot. Okay.
No basket. Gonna go.
So it won't even be a shooting foul. So that was called
Herman.
On Herman, his first.
Inbounding will be Hales. He bounce passes it into Norm Miller to Collier. Rensberger now into Hales. Hales drives, puts it up. He's fouled. This should be a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, he's got his fingers up. That foul is going to be called on Halliburton, his first. 6 on Concord now, and Hales at the line to shoot 2. He missed one earlier. It's the back end of a 3-point play.
Swishes that one. There's 5. 27-20 now. Westview's got that lead down to 7. Now 6. 6 for Elijah also. 27-21, 3:25 to go in the first half. Emmerich across the timeline. Goes right side with it. On the pass to Lucchese. Now to Halliburton. He'll drive, put it up, and lays it in off the glass.
11 for Halliburton.
Concord back up by 8 now. Hales looks back at Coach Yoder. Pull it out front, give off to Rensberger. Now Andrew Yoder. Drives the baseline. He's double teamed, in trouble. Good pass to Collier and a good shot by Cody. Well, jump hook. 29-23. Westview down by 6. Concord with a basketball. Denzel Halliburton goes right side with it to Lucchese. Back out front now to come to Herman. Herman to Emmerich. He drives. Oh, good pass inside to Michael Johnson, and he bangs it in off the glass. 8-point lead now for Concord with 2:20 to go in the first half. Hales drives, puts it up. Once again, he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line shooting 2.
It's going to be called on Grant. How'd you say that's pronounced? Lucchese?
Lucchese.
Lucchese. His first.
Elijah Hales with 6 and now 7 as he hits his free throw. He'll get one more. Marvell Danner back in. Out is Michael Johnson. Danner at 5'9", Johnson at 6 threes. Elijah hits both free throws. Back to a 6-point lead now for Concord, and they have the basketball. Emmerich gets it to Danner. Danner right side on the pass to Lucchese. Now back left side to Halliburton. Halliburton drives on Collier. Throws to the corner. Now the pass inside. Shot is up by Herman, blocked away, and Rensberger comes up with it. Elijah Hales, right side to Andrew Yoder. He drives it into the lane, puts it up, misses a shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2.
And yeah, that's the second one in a row picked up by Grant DeCase. So Yoder's first trip to the line.
13 now for Andrew. That one just about came off the front end. There, 31-26. And 32-26.
Wow, did the same thing. Now
or 31-27.
Don't give it to them.
Yeah. 14 now for Andrew. With the ball is Osher. Magnuson, Osher. Osher gets it to Danner, right side to Emmerich. Emmerich now to Osher. Osher goes left side to Danner. Danner to Emmerich, fakes the 3 and drives, gives off left side to Halliburton. His shot's in and out on a 3-point attempt, and Andrew Yoder pulls down the rebound. Collier, Norman Miller, good job, and a basket counts as he's fouled. Good work on offense, Dan, by the Warriors.
The foul's going to be called on Halliburton, his second. So 3 Minutemen with 2 fouls now. Cedric Mitchell, Halliburton, and Lucchese. Halliburton and Mitchell both starters.
Two-point lead, and Norm Miller could pull out the Warriors within 1 if he can complete this old-fashioned 3-point play. In and out, no good. Tipped up in the air, Collier has it, he'll put it up. Oh, off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Michael Johnson. He'll get it to Danner now with a minute left in the first half. With the ball, now is Osher, he'll give it. Now he'll go right side to Emmerich. Looks like Concord will be content to take the last shot of this half.
40 seconds, or 42 seconds still.
Emmerich gets it to Magnuson. Magnuson bounces it twice, now looking for help. Finally gets the ball off to Osher. 25 seconds now to go in the first half. Westview playing some tight defense here. Breaking away is Osher. Now he'll pull it back out with 17. Emmerich gets it to Danner. 10 seconds to go, and the coaches from the Concord bench want them to move. 5 seconds. Danner goes one-on-one, hands it off, shot up off the glass and good. And that was 54. That was Johnson. That'll be his 6th point of the game, and we've played 18 minutes of basketball, or 16 minutes of basketball now. 33-29 at halftime. Concord leading Westview, and it's time for our halftime pizza giveaway. Daniel?
Pizza contest sponsored by Emma Cafe and Catering. You'll get a certificate for a large one-topping pizza of choice with a correct answer to tonight's trivia question. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Andrew Yoder, our leading scorer this year. Right now, Andrew, for the year, has 300 and, let's see how many points he got tonight. 13, 403 points for the year. And altogether, his career points, he's pushing 700. His father, Ron Yoder, had 707. What we'd like to know is what year was his father the leading scorer at Westview? So what year was Ron Yoder, Andrew Yoder's dad, the leading scorer at Westview High School. We'll be right back to give away a pizza and to take a look at halftime stats. This is LaguanaMedia.com.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
At Mike's Automotive Service on Lehman Avenue in Topeka, you'll find a talented staff of mechanics to help you with all of your automotive repair needs. Brett, Adam, and Ryan are all ready to tackle your repairs on all makes and models of cars and light-duty trucks. Everything from a simple oil change and service to brakes and suspension and much more. Mike's also offers 24-hour towing service. Call or stop by Mike's Automotive in Topeka, 260-593-0434. For after-hour emergencies, call 260-350-2224.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka is a proud supporter of Westview basketball. Tiffany's on East Lake Street in Topeka features weekly specials, including all-you-can-eat fish on Wednesday evening, their delicious baby back ribs on Thursday night, and on Friday night, enjoy their mouth-watering prime rib. On Friday and Saturday evenings, stop in and enjoy Tiffany's Buffet. If you can't dine in, carry-out is always available at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 593-2988.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
We're back at Westview High School. Got a couple people guessing here, folks. Keep guessing. You're getting close. Mike, you've been way too early and way too late. Richard, you're probably the closest so far, but we haven't got the graduating year yet, or the year that Ron Yoder was the leading scorer at Westview High School. If it helps you, I'll tell you he was a classmate of mine. But anyway, you guys want to keep guessing? I'll go ahead and do some individual stats. First of all, for the visitors from Concord, being led by Denzel Halliburton, 6'2" junior. He has 11 points. He had 9 of those in the first quarter, including, he made his last 4 attempts there in that first quarter, and then the first attempt he made in the second quarter as well. So he hit 5 shots in a row, including a 3-pointer to get him his 11 points. 9 points for Brandon Emmerich. Well, Mike, that's closer. It's still not right. Brandon Emmerich has 9. He's 3 of 4 from the 3-point range. 6 points for Michael Johnson. He's a freshman, 6'3" freshman. He's had 3 regular buckets. 5 points for Cedric Mitchell, and 2 points for Matt Osher. That's even closer, Mike. Still not there. Richard, you gonna quit? You gonna guess some more? Taking a look at individual stats for Westview, being led right now by Andrew Yoder with 14. And as I mentioned, if he gets 24, he will tie his career total, the career total of his dad. Now, his dad got all his points his junior and senior year. Hey, we have a winner, Mike Mast. And Mike, I'll just let you in on something. It was not his senior year. His senior year was actually 84, but he was our leading scorer with 333 points our junior year. And then our senior year, he actually scored 370 some points, but he was outscored by Kenlon Krupp, who was a junior that year. So congratulations, Mike Mask. The answer to tonight's trivia question was 1983. So it would have been the 82-83 season that Ron Yoder would have been our leading scorer. He is the dad of senior Andrew Yoder. Other scoring for Westview. Oh, Mark Townsend just chimed in with 1984, and so did Richard Mullett. Maybe they both figured out what year he graduated, but as I said, it wasn't their senior year. It wasn't his senior year. Elijah Hales, our second leading scorer, with 8. He's got a couple buckets, and he's 4 of 5 from the stripe. 2 points each for Norm Miller and Cody Collier, and Josh Hostetler, and 1 for Nick Rensberger. Nick Rensberger leading the way for us with 5 rebounds. 3 rebounds for Elijah Hales. I show us with, let's see, 13 rebounds and 14 for the visitors, which are very athletic and can jump very well, as we've seen. 4 fouls called on Westview, 9 on the visiting Minutemen. Westview shooting 62.5% from inside the arc, but haven't made anything outside the arc. We're 0 for 2. The Minutemen 8 of 17, just under 50%, 47%, and 66% from three-point range. That's the difference right there, I think, Jerry. Yeah. They've made 4 of 6, and they're 5 of 6 from the free throw line. We're 7 of 10.
You know, one thing that I'm impressed with is we've been able to stick with them there at the beginning of the game. They were, what was it, 13-7, I think.
13-7, 11-5. They'd gone up 11-5, and then 15-7, and then actually 18-9, and then again 20-11. 23-11 was the biggest lead. They were up by 12, and that would have been after their first bucket in the second period.
Yeah, it kind of looked like they might, you know, like kind of just gradually pull away from us, but we were able to stick with them, and lead at halftime's only 4 points. So
yeah, we were down 27-15, so 12-point deficit.
That was the biggest,
and then
right?
They were at 12 a couple different times. Actually, no, there was a. Let's see here, 26-13. That would have been 13 points. Yeah, so the 2, 3. Yeah, the biggest deficit. They were up 26-13 at one point.
So
13 points. Yeah. So, but from that point, or from when we were down 27-15, we outscored them 14-4 right up until that last bucket prior to the end of the half. So we had gotten that lead down to 2, and then they ended up pushing it back out to 4. We did outscore them 18-13 in the second period.
So we'll see if Westview can carry some of that momentum into the second half now. We were struggling early with their, when they went into that 2-1-2 defense, and Coach Yoder called the timeout and switched things up a little bit, brought Andrew Yoder out front, and that seemed to help.
Yeah, they have 3 players with 2 fouls apiece, 2 of them starters, Cedric Mitchell and Denzel Halliburton. And we have 4 players with 1 foul apiece. Hales, Collier, Andrew Yoder, and Rensberger.
Yeah, nobody really in serious foul trouble on either side, although they do have, like you said, 3 with 2 fouls apiece.
Yeah.
Matt Osher will bring it in. He'll bring it in to Emmerich. Emmerich goes inside. Good give and go, and he puts it in. Emmerich, his first regular field goal of the evening to go along with 3 threes. 35-29 now, Westview trailing. Elijah Hales, Andrew Yoder for 3, little long. Rebounds pulled out of there by Cedric Mitchell. There's a 3 by, oh man, that Emmerich can hit. Little guy is 5'9", but he's been burning up the nets tonight. His fourth three-pointer of the night. 38-29 now. Concord moves their lead out to 9. Elijah Hales with it out front. He backs it into the circle. 2-3 zone is what Concord's in right now. Bounce pass in the lane to Collier, and he tries to get it to Norm Miller. Goes through his hands and out of bounds.
Randy Yoder bobbled the pass there a little bit.
Man, getting a little rusty. Hadn't had practice for a while.
Yeah, girls varsity basketball coach over there.
Cedric Mitchell. Pass right side, and it's no good by Halliburton. I had a chance to vote for the girls' Indiana All-Star team, and also you could vote for a coach, so I voted for Randy.
Foul was called on Osher as he went over the back trying to get that rebound.
That's his second. Elijah Hales goes right side in the corner to Andrew Yoder. Inside, Rensberger puts it up, misses a shot, goes out of bounds. Last touch off the body of Michael Johnson of Concord. It'll be Westview ball. Also on that ballot was Maria and Gracie, so they got my votes also. And then some of the girls that we've seen play that we were impressed with. Roanhouse from Fremont was on there. And the daughters of the coach from Oregon Davis. I can't think of her name. Anyway.
Yeah. Foul called on Halliburton, his third.
Cody Collier will be at the line. Misses the free throw.
Danner back in, coming in for Halliburton. Assuming because of the foul trouble.
Second shot up and good by Collier. 38-30, an 8-point ball game. Concord in command. Danner now is fouled on a reach in.
It's going to be called on Collier, his second. First on Westview for the half.
Marvell Danner will be the trigger man for the Minutemen. He gets it in to the big guy Johnson. Danner left side to Emmerich. Emmerich into the paint, goes all the way across, now to Danner in the right side. Danner looks to Johnson. Johnson has it picked away from behind. Good steal by Andrew Yoder, and back come the Warriors. Elijah Hales back to Yoder. Left side, knocked out of bounds, but did Concord touch it? No.
Not sure. That pass sort of went in between two players.
I thought maybe Osher had stuck his hand out, but no such luck for the Warriors. Brandon Emmerich gives it to Danner. Marvell Danner brings it across the timeline. Just inside 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Concord by 8. Cedric Mitchell, Danner, Emmerich. Right side driving is Osher. Pulls it back off the baseline. Andrew Yoder on him like glue. Bounce pass now goes to Mitchell. Mitchell with Elijah Hales guarding. Good pass underneath, and the lay-in is good by Johnson. He has 8. Shot is up and good. Was that Collier?
Collier, there we go.
Looking down. That's his 5th point tonight.
Need to get him into the habit of scoring again. Not scored a whole lot just real lately.
Mitchell goes left side, driving is Osher. He'll put it up, misses off the glass. Rensberger with a rebound, outlet pass to Andrew Yoder. Andrew brings it all the way down, puts it up, no basket, and he's fouled. Didn't go in anyway. That should be a 2-shot foul. Maybe.
No, he was waving it off, so he's going to say it was on the floor. Berger swap. Jansen in for Nick. Herman coming back in for Concord as well. Comes in for Mitchell.
Hales getting set to bring it in for the Warriors. They get it into Brandenburger. Back to Hales, out front to Miller. Hales, Miller. Now Andrew will take over out front. He'll get it to Hales. Back to Andrew, fakes the 3. Back to Hales, will swing it around to Collier. Collier cross court to Andrew for 3. Good.
There it is. Give enough of those, he is going to hit them.
17 now for Andrew Yoder. 5-point Concord lead, 40-35 with 4:25 to go in the third quarter. Osher with the basketball, right side. Drives it, then gives off to Johnson, back to Osher. He'll swing it all the way around to Danner on the left wing. Drives on Collier. Gives it up out front to Herman. Now Danner. Well, looked like a travel there on Osher. Danner. The inside pass to Herman. Herman makes a move on Hales. Had a shot, gives off to Emmerich, in and out. And now the shot is up and no good underneath by Osher, but he's fouled. Andrew, I think, picked that up.
Rensberger, wasn't it?
I don't know. Could be.
Yeah. Jansen, not Rensberger, Brandenburger, wrong burger. Rensberger's on the bench.
One of those
don't think he fouled.
Yeah, that's right, because they had the burger swap.
Osher at the line to shoot a couple.
Hits the first. He has 3 tonight.
Josh Hostetler back in, comes in for Norm Miller.
3:46 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Another Minuteman sitting here to check in, must be coming in for Osher.
Second shot, no good. Rebound, Andrew Yoder. Outlet pass to Hales, and he gets it across the timeline in a hurry. Josh Hostetler, left side to Collier, right back to Josh, now to Elijah. Now the alley-oop inside, oh, works perfect. Collier banks it in off the glass. 7 points now for Cody. 41-37. Inside, Danner puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. That'll be a shooting foul on.
It's going to be Josh Hostetler, his first. 3 on Westview now for the half. Danner not scored yet. He's missed a couple 2-pointers.
Misses that one. Spins out. Big guy comes in, Grant Magnuson, 6'4".
And Luke. Luke, what'd you say?
Grant Magnuson.
No, but Luke
Case.
Luke Case also came in.
Misses them both. Rebound, Brandenburger. Hales now to Yoder. He'll drive it all the way to the bucket, put it up, and we have a whistle and a foul. It's going to be called on Concord.
It's going to be called on Herman, Nathan Herman, who picks up his second. That's the 4th on Concord for the half. Andrew will shoot a couple.
.312 to go in the third quarter. Westview trails it 41-37. Yoder's shot is up, good.
18. Get it cut back down to a 3-point lead. A 3-point deficit, or however you want to put it.
Off the back of the iron, no good. Chased down by Magnuson. Now to Emmerich. Emmerich across the timeline. The right side pass comes back to Emmerich. Driving, putting it up and scoring. Good drive by the junior Nathan Herman. 43-38. Yoder again drives, puts it up, misses, but he's fouled again.
He almost got that thing to drop in there.
Yeah, it was close.
Foul's going to be called on Magnuson.
Number 2 on Magnuson. Official's going to wipe up the floor underneath the basket, Westview's basket.
Merritt Yoder, wonder what happened there. His text just now came in. He must have a super delayed broadcast showing up there. He knew Ron's graduating year, but that was not the year he was the leading scorer.
Yoder's shot is up and good.
You might say back in '84 there was no 3-point line.
Well, that's true.
So Ron's 333 might have been, He shot a lot of long balls, so might have been about half again that.
Well, that's
probably not quite, but
that's a good argument that Andrew can have if he beats, or that Ron can have if Andrew passes him.
yeah, that's true. That foul's going to be called on
Josh, I think.
Yeah. I thought he was showing 33. Oh, so it is Josh Hostetler. The second. And that'll put Grant at the line to shoot 2.
Magnuson drills it in.
First
get one more.
First points of the night.
2:38 to go in the third quarter. Concord with a 4-point lead, 44-40. Shots up and good. Elijah Hales out front. Bounce passes it to Josh Hostetler. Josh back to Elijah. Alley-oop this time comes into Andrew Yoder, and that's working pretty well for us.
Well, until they figure it out, keep doing it.
Coach Austin up off the bench, not real happy with his defense. 45-42, 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Danner drives to the free throw line and gives off left side. Once again, it's Herman, and we have a bump and a foul on Westview.
It's going to be called on Jansen, his second. 5 on Westview for the half now. Lucas Yoder coming in for Cody Collier.
Inbounding will be Danner. He lobs it into Herman. Herman will get it out front to Danner. Now into the hands of Grant Lucchese. Back to Danner. Emmerich. Danner now to the big guy, Magnuson. Magnuson to Emmerich. Now to Danner.
Minute and a half to go here in the third period.
Looks like Concord's going to just kind of slow it down a little bit, take their time. 3-point lead. Danner backs it up into the center circle. By the way, the sectional starts here next Tuesday with Whitco meeting Bremen. The only game on Tuesday night. There's Emmerich again. We got to get somebody in his face. Yoder to Brandenburger on the baseline, makes his move, and he's fouled.
So that'll put Brandenburger at the line to shoot a couple. That foul is going to be called on Herman, his third.
Brandenburger. Coach Austin wanted a held ball on that one. Shot by Brandenburger's good. Herman out. Coming back in is Osher, Matt Osher, the sophomore.
Exactly 1 minute left here in the third period.
Jansen hits them both. One of those Brandenburgers.
Yeah.
48-44. With the ball is Lucchese. He'll give it off left side to Osher. Osher out front to Emmerich. Concord by 4, 48-44. 40 seconds to go. With the ball is Lucchese. He'll give it up to Osher. Osher works out front, looking for Danner, can't find him. Now get it to Emmerich. Josh Hostetler on him.
25 seconds.
Danner backs it up, then now he'll make his move, and they're going to call a little bump there by Elijah Hales.
So Elijah will pick up his second. 6 on Westview for the half. 6 each way for this half. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Marvell Danner looking to inbound. He will get it in. Inside, Osher puts it up, misses, but he's fouled. He'll be shooting 2 from the charity stripe.
And that's going to be Brandenburger's third, all here in the third period. Osher was 1 of 2 earlier this quarter.
Misses.
14.4 seconds to go. I'm not sure if he's stepping forward to get a slap from his teammates, but there aren't any teammates up there with him.
I don't think our guys were going to give him any.
They left him hanging.
Yeah, man. And he misses, but he chases down his miss. Wow.
That's not
1
good.
against 4. Inside, shots up off the glass and good by Magnuson. I think Coach Yoder is going to be very happy about that one. He'll be, oh, I thought that was going in. Andrew misses at the buzzer. 8 minutes showing on the clock as we'll come back for the 4th period. We're through 3, and it's Concord 50 and Westview 44.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka is a proud supporter of Westview basketball. Tiffany's on East Lake Street in Topeka features weekly specials, including all-you-can-eat fish on Wednesday evening, their delicious baby back ribs on Thursday night, and on Friday night, enjoy their mouth-watering prime rib. On Friday and Saturday evenings, stop in and enjoy Tiffany's Buffet. If you can't dine in, carry-out is always available at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 593-2988. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
Hales tries to lob it into Cody Collier, and they're going to call a foul on Collier as he leaped up over the back of, looked like it was Halliburton.
That's his 4th.
Offensive foul on Cody.
Oh, they're saying that's his 3rd. I must have given. Oh, no, I was looking at Brandenburger. That is his 3rd. That's all I have. So Osher at the other end shooting 1 and 1. He's missed his last 3. See if he.
Osher, a sophomore. And he hits that one. 4 now for Osher. 10 seconds into the 4th quarter here. Second shot is nothing but net. 52-44, Westview chasing 8. Hales looking out over at Coach Yoder as Coach sets up his offense. 2-3 zone again for Concord. Andrew Yoder now to Elijah Hales. Back to Yoder. That's Elijah with it out front. Drives around Emmerich. Meets up underneath with Johnson, and it's blocked away. Pulled out by Osher, and he gives off to Mitchell. Mitchell to Emmerich. Emmerich goes left side. Now to Johnson. Mitchell. Mitchell out front to Osher. Back to Mitchell. He drives on, it's an offensive foul. He drove around Hales, but good defense that time by Nick Rensberger, picking up the charge.
Hit a wall there, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Nick did a nice job getting set for that. That's his 3rd, Mitchell's 3rd.
4th.
Okay, I was missing one for them.
There you
earlier,
go.
So there it is.
Yeah, he's in a bit of foul trouble there. He's going to, now is he coming out? Yeah, he came out.
I don't know. He's half on the floor, half off.
Well, if he goes back out, they're going to get a T. Or they should. Trying to see who came in for. Herman came back in. Elijah Hales to Yoder. Back to Hales out front. Now to Norm Miller. That's Andrew. Fakes the 3, gives up to Miller. Yoder back to Norm. To go right side. Hales will put up a three, and he misses. In and out. Ah, good pickup and a putback by Rensberger. 3 now for Nick tonight. 52-46. Westview within 6. Denzel Halliburton goes right side to Emmerich. Emmerich will pull it back out front now. Long pass comes over to Johnson, now out front. Good steal by Hales. The drive, he'll put it up, miss a shot, goes for the rebound. We have a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Concord as Halliburton tried to go up for that rebound and went up over the back of the hustling Elijah Hales.
And that's his 4th. So Mitchell and Halliburton with 4 fouls apiece.
Getting some of their key players into some foul trouble here.
So Danner comes in for Halliburton. Again, 6'2" going out, 5'9" coming in, giving up 5 inches.
That's a lot of height. Missed by Hales, 52-46. Score remains a 6-point lead for Concord. Danner goes left side to Osher. Emmerich to Johnson. Johnson hands it off to Danner. Danner drives on Collier. Inside pass to Johnson. He'll put it up off the glass and score.
10 for the freshman.
54-46. Norm Miller out to Yoder. Hales. Bounce passes it to Norm Miller. Out to Elijah, right back to Norm right side to Elijah. They'll take it into the zone, then take it into the corner right side. Andrew Yoder inside to Rensberger. He'll put it up, miss, but he's fouled. He'll be shooting 2.
Foul's going to be called on Herman, his 4th.
Wow, we're really getting them into some foul trouble. Herman actually wasn't one of their original starters.
Magnuson getting set to check back in as Rensberger hits that free throw. 4 for Nick now. Is that? Sorry.
That's all right. 54-47. Westview trailing by 7, maybe 6 here if Rensberger can hit, and he misses. Rebound pulled down by the freshman Johnson. To get it to Emmerich. Walks it across the timeline. Tries to drive on Norm Miller. Hands it off to Johnson. Johnson picks up his dribble looking for help. Backdoors to Emmerich. His shot's short. And it's pulled out of there by Rensberger. He'll get it to Hales. Back come the Warriors. Out of Hales, bounce pass for Rensberger, left side to Andrew Yoder, drives the baseline, double teamed, has it blocked by Johnson, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Westview retaining possession. They'll be inbounding underneath their own bucket off to the left. Bounce pass into Norm Miller. Rensberger and out of Hales, cross courts at the Yoder for 3. No good. Good block out that time by Osher as he pulls it down. Emmerich with the basketball. Once again, he'll walk it up. Concord not in a big hurry, up 7. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Elijah Hales with another steal. He'll put it up, score!
10 for Elijah.
54-49. Westview sneaks a bit closer. Emmerich now with the ball. Takes it right side, inside to Magnuson. He'll put it up and hit.
Force to be reckoned with under there.
Sure is. Not quick by any means, but boy, he's a big guy and he can make room. Hales, now to Norm Miller. Back to Hales. Hales cross courts it to Andrew for 3. In and out, had it halfway. Put back is good by Collier. Good nose for the ball that time by Cody. 9 now for Collier. 56-51. Driving is Emmerich. Get it to Osher, left side, Johnson for three. It's off the mark, but chased down by Danner. Now we have a timeout. It's going to be called by Steve Austin, head coach of Concord. We'll be back after this. This is Westview Warrior Basketball on the World Wide Web at laguanamedia.com.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs, or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 152,000 here in Indiana. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline. Skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
2:50 to go in this ball game. Concord with a 5-point lead, 56-51.
Mitchell back in there with his 4 fouls, as is Halliburton.
Danner will inbound. He'll get it in to Halliburton. Bounce pass inside by Emmerich. I thought it was going to be stolen, but coming up with it was Mitchell. Danner drives, gives off right side to Lucchese. And he'll drive it in, have it knocked away. Loose on the floor. Cody Collier picks it up, hands it off to Brandon Berger, and back come the Warriors. Pass ahead is knocked down, knocked out of bounds. Looked like Cedric Mitchell started the other way without the basketball. Goes out of bounds off his hands, and it will be Westview's ball underneath their own hoop off to the right.
Very athletic move of him to get up in the air to get that. Somebody get open.
Bounce pass just in. Oh, good feed, but
he had not established himself. He needs to step in as soon as he gets that ball thrown in.
So it'll be a turnover on the Warriors, and bringing it in will be Denzel Halliburton. Gets it right back. Now back to Luke Case. We go right side with it to Magnuson. Magnuson tries to drive on Brandenburger. Almost stolen away. Mitchell now with the basketball. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game. Driving, putting it up. Foul on the floor, so both teams are in the bonus.
It's going to be called on Hales, his 3rd.
Emmerich comes back in. Coming out will be Grant Lucchese.
So Mitchell 5 of 6 from the stripe. He'd made his first 5, missed his last attempt, but he hasn't shot any here this half.
And he hits that. 57-51 now. 2:01 to go in the game. Concord leading Westview. Last regular season game for both teams. Elkhart goes to the Elkhart sectional next Tuesday against Elkhart Central. Westview will play the winner of Whitco Bremen next Friday. Second free throw missed, so back come the Warriors now. Still looking in at that 2-3 zone. On attempt on the backdoor, now the Minutemen are waiting for it. Mitchell to Danner. Danner puts it up, misses, put back up, no good, but Danner gets the rebound. He'll drive, bounce pass. This time the big guy Magnuson won't miss the shot. 8 now for Magnuson, 59-51, Warriors down by 8. Norm Miller has it deflected, gets it back, drives, and he's fouled by Magnuson.
Magnuson picks up his 3rd, and that'll put Norm at the line to shoot 2.
Norm with 2 tonight, coming from the field.
He had missed the back end of a 3-point play the old-fashioned way earlier.
Hits the back of the iron on that when it comes right back. He'll get another.
Osher comes in for Magnuson.
Minute 25 shows on the clock here in this ball game. Westview needs to make a little comeback here. There's part of it. Norm hits his second free throw. Warriors putting on some pressure. Bringing it across is Halliburton, and he's fouled on a reach-in by Cody.
Collier picks up his fourth. First Warrior to have 4 fouls.
Be a double bonus now, so Halliburton will get 2 free throws.
He has not been to the line yet tonight.
First shot is good. He'll get another. Look pretty comfortable on that.
12 of 19 as a team right now. Makes this one, they'll be at 65%. If he misses, they'll be at 60%.
And he hits. 61-52, Westview down 9. Hales deflected into the crowd by Mitchell. Andrew Yoder will bring it in. Hales gets it. 67 seconds to go. Shot by Hales is no good. Emmerich down to Danner. Danner will put it up, but he's fouled by Andrew Yoder. Tried to swat it away. 2-shot foul for Danner.
.101 to go. Gonna have to do some serious scoring here.
No good, but for Danner. 61-52, 61 seconds to go.
Danner down here with 4 Westview fresh. Oh no, we got Norman there.
Hits the second. 62-52, now a 10-point lead for Concord. Elijah Hales misses a shot, but he'll go to the charity stripe shooting 2.
It's going to be called on Emmerich, his first. Nine for Hales now as he hits that first one. Still chasing 9-point deficit. 55.6 seconds to go in this game.
62-54 now as Hales hits them both. Halliburton across the timeline. He's just going to try to hold on to the ball. Goes inside, comes back out now to Emmerich. Emmerich's fouled from behind by Hales.
And that'll be a 4th on Hales. 41.3 seconds now. Emmerich makes his first trip to the line. Hit 5 threes and a regular bucket. Now he's got his first free throw of the night, 18.
Second shot's going to be short, and Collier pulls it down. 40 seconds to go. Hales drives it, gives off to Andrew Yoder. Yoder to Hales. Hales will put up a 15-footer. It's going to be well short. Putback is up and good by Brandon Berger. Quick timeout called by Westview. And we'll be back after this. This is Westview Warrior Basketball at LaGuanaMedia.com.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by LaGuana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
Danner with a baseball pass down to Halliburton, and he puts it up, misses. Emmerich couldn't get a grasp on it, and Westview comes back with it. Hales to Andrew Yoder for 3. Good! Swishes it from the corner, and a quick timeout called by Rob Yoder. 63-59, 19.2 seconds to go. Stranger things have happened. We're only down 4. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it here for this one. .2 seconds to go. Westview down by 4. Concord will be inbounding the basketball underneath the Westview basket.
So with that shot, Andrew just passed his dad in career scoring. 7:08 for his career, if we've got it figured right.
I wonder if Ron even knows that right now. He's sitting down there with his dad at East basket.
No, I bet he has no idea.
Just to the left of your picture behind the official. You can't see him from here. Danner gets it into Mitchell, and he's fouled immediately.
And Collier was the first one there, so he fouls out.
Cody will foul out with 9 points tonight. So the freshman will come to the bench.
Halliburton just hit 2 earlier this period. Rensberger coming in for Cody.
So once again, it'll be just Westview players lined up on the free throw lane there. Norm Miller will come back with Andrew now, so there'll only be 3. That's Hales and Brandenburger and Nick.
Pretty sure they're gonna.
You didn't see it, Dad. You were looking down, but Halliburton went through the motions like there were guys there. So that must be something they just do. Halliburton hits them both. 65-59. Elijah Hales drives it. Now Norm Miller. He's inside the arc. Misses a shot. Battle for the rebound. Picked up by Rensberger. Andrew will force up a 3 off the front of the iron. 3 seconds. Now, good shot by Hales inside the lane. He hits, but that'll do it. Couldn't quite come back in this one, but it was a good ball game. 4-point victory for the Concord Minutemen tonight. Our final score, Concord 65 and Westview 61. Dan will be back with game stats and scoring right after this.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka is a proud supporter of Westview basketball. Tiffany's on East Lake Street in Topeka features weekly specials, including all-you-can-eat fish on Wednesday evening, their delicious baby back ribs on Thursday night, and on Friday night, enjoy their mouth-watering prime rib. On Friday and Saturday evenings, stop in and enjoy Tiffany's Buffet. If you can't dine in, carry-out is always available at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 593-2988. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
At Mike's Automotive Service on Lehman Avenue in Topeka, you'll find a talented staff of mechanics to help you with all of your automotive repair needs. Brett, Adam, and Ryan are all ready to tackle your repairs on all makes and models of cars and light-duty truck. Everything from a simple oil change and service to brakes and suspension and much more. Mike's also offers 24-hour towing service. Call or stop by Mike's Automotive in Topeka, 260-593-0434. For after-hour emergencies, call 260-350-2224.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs, or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka is a proud supporter of Westview basketball. Tiffany's on East Lake Street in Topeka features weekly specials, including all-you-can-eat fish on Wednesday evening, their delicious baby back ribs on Thursday night, and on Friday night, enjoy their mouth-watering prime rib. On Friday and Saturday evenings, stop in and enjoy Tiffany's Buffet. If you can't dine in, carry-out is always available at Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Call 593-2988.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
Back here at Westview High School as we wrap up a 4-point loss to the visiting Minutemen. And I would just have to guess that this might have been one of their best games of the season, especially the first quarter. They scored 20 points. They took a 9-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and they quickly had stretched that out to 13. 13 was the biggest deficit we faced at 26 to 13, and that was at about the 6-minute mark in the second period. From there, Westview actually would have outscored them through the rest of the game, but when you dig yourself a 13-point hole, it's hard to come back. Actually, the second half ended up being a tie, 32-32 each. We outscored them 18 to 13 in the second period, so we outscored them by 5, and they had outscored us by 9 in the first. And of course, that difference there, 5 and 9, is what the final difference was in the final score, 4 points. Taking a look at individual scoring, Concord, 3 of their starters were in double digits. One had 8, and the next one had 6. So all 5 of their starters contributing to the scoring efforts. They were led by junior Brandon Emmerich, their point guard, who hit 5 3-pointers, 5 of 7 from three-point land. So 18 points for him. 15 points for Denzel Halliburton. He actually, I guess the only points he got in the second half were free throws. He was 4-4 from the line. He got all of his points sort of at the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, all but those last 4 from the free throw line. 15 points for Halliburton. 10 for Michael Johnson, a 6'3" freshman, played inside, played very nicely for a freshman. 10 points for him. Grant Magnuson, I'm sorry, I guess I had him listed as one of the starters. He was not a starter. He came in off the bench, had 8 points. The other starter was Matt Osher, a sophomore, who we didn't even have on our roster, had 4 points tonight. That's not right either. He had 5 points. And other scoring, Cedric Mitchell, one of the starters, had 6. And 2 points for Nathan Herman off the bench, and 1 point for Marvell Danner. off the bench as well. Westview being led by 25 from Andrew Yoder, and I think that has him coming out with 708 points for his career, and when we looked it up, his father finished his career here at Westview with 707, but as we pointed out, there was no three-point line back when Ron was playing, which would have been, he played 2 seasons, well, I think he got moved up to the varsity as a sophomore, probably at the sectional time, but did not score as a sophomore. 333 points his junior year, which was the best for Westview, and his senior year he actually scored more, 374, but was outscored by Kenlon Krupp's 412. Kenlon was a junior that year. Other scoring for Westview, 14 points for Elijah Hales. 6 of those came in the final quarter. And let's see here, 9 points for Cody Collier. It's good to see him scoring a little more again, almost in double digits. Cody did foul out with 18 seconds left to go. 4 points tonight for Nick Rensberger, but Nick Rensberger with 8 rebounds. Jansen Brandenburger had 4 points, and I've got Jansen down for 5 rebounds, 3 of those being offensive. And 3 points for Norm Miller to round out the scoring for Westview. Westview with a 26-23 rebounding advantage. We out-rebounded them by 1 on the defensive side and by 2 on the offensive boards. 20 fouls whistled on the Minutemen, 16 on Westview, but as we said, the only person to foul out was Cody Collier. Interestingly enough, both teams made 17 points from the free throw line. We did it in 25 tries. They did it in 26 tries. So we ended up at 68%. They ended up at 65%. From the field overall, the Minutemen were 53%. 21 of 40. And 6 of 11 from three-point range. And 5 of those, as we mentioned earlier, were accounted for by Brandon Emmerich. So he shot 5 of 7. So the rest of the team shot 1 of 4. But 6, so they got 18 points from the three-point line. We got only 2. We were 2 of 10 as a team. Inside the arc, we were 18 of 30, or 60%. They were 15 of 29, 52%. So overall, we shot exactly 50% from the field. They shot 53%. So, again, one of the stats we don't keep is turnovers. So I'd be curious to see how that all worked out, because boy, everything else is awfully close. Well, and I guess the final score was awfully close, 65-61.
Yeah, it was a good game. Both teams young, but Concord had a little bit more experience. A lot of juniors on their team. In fact, they had 8 juniors and 2 sophomores and 3 freshmen, no seniors at all. So 2 young teams, but boy, they were full of athletes.
Yes, they were. So,
and that's normally the way it is when you get into the bigger schools like a Concord and a Goshen. I think we were very fortunate. That was a good win for us over at Goshen.
Right.
But when you play those bigger teams, even Northwood and Northridge, and you do run into better athletes there. So it's tough to finish your regular season with 2 losses. But there was a lot of competition there, and it's like Coach Yoder said, it's still preparing them for the sectional.
Right.
So once again, the final score here tonight, the JV was victorious 40-24 in their last game of the season. In the first game here tonight over Concord, and Concord defeats Westview's varsity by a score of 65-61. The Warriors now are in the regular season even at 11 and 11. 11 wins, 11 losses, and Concord moves to 6-16, both going into sectional play next week. Concord plays Elkhart Central on Tuesday night, and the Warriors will get a week off, and they'll play the winner of the Whitco-Bremen contest. And Whitco, I would think, would be heavily favored in that game.
Yeah, just based on the record. But then again, I guess based on records, we probably would have been favored to win tonight's game too.
Well, that's true. So you never know. And there's a lot of good teams in that sectional: Central Noble, Fremont, Prairie Heights, Whitco, Westview. So it should be a very competitive sectional this year. So we're glad you could join us tonight, and we hope you'll join us for the sectional. If you can't make it in person, you don't have far to go because it's right here at Westview, and tickets are on sale. So come on out if you can. If not, we'll bring you live video coverage of Westview's sectional games next Friday and hopefully on Saturday as well. So that'll do it for tonight. Thanks to Dan's son-in-law, Sam, as he drops off a starburst for us to end our broadcast.
Give us a sweet ending to the game.
That's right. I want to thank our engineer, Roger Winger, our camera person, Justin Geigley, for Dan
there's
Byler.
My grandson climbing up the steps.
There he is. He's doing all right.
Yeah, he is.
That'll do it for tonight. For Dan Byler, Jerry Hostetler. Good night, everybody.
Tonight's streaming broadcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at laguanamedia.com has been made possible by the following gold sponsors. Shipshe Service, located south of US 20 on State Road 5 in Shipshewana. By Height Auto Body on US 20 West in LaGrange. By Tiffany's Restaurant, located on East Lake Street in Topeka. Also by Jerry's Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. And by Laguana Printing and the Hometown Treasure. This evening's game is also brought to you by the following silver sponsors. The Fast Lane Subway in Topeka. By Emma Warehouse in downtown Emma. Also by Frontline Auto Tech on Taylor Drive in Shipshewana. By Topeka Do It Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka. By the Steve Miller Team at Remax Realty Marketing. By Mike's Automotive Service on Lehman Avenue in Topeka. By Intera Credit Union, with locations in Shipshewana and Topeka. Also by Riegsecker Marketplace in Shipshewana. By the Brethren Retreat at Shipshewana Lake. By Dale's Handyman Service. By Troyer's Saddlery on North Village Drive in Shipshewana. By Warehouse Designs, located between Shipshewana and LaGrange on US 20. Also by Quality Floor, just 3.5 miles north of Topeka on County Road 600 West. By Yoder's Shipshewana Hardware, located in Yoder's Shopping Center in Shipshewana. Weaver Furniture Sales, located just south of the intersection of State Road 5 and US 20 in Shipshewana. Our halftime trivia contest and pizza giveaway is made possible by Emma Cafe. And our individual sponsors are Bud and Margaret Fink, John and Leslie Cook, and Jim and Liz Stump. See the schedule on our website for our next streamcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at laguanamedia.com.